As CEO of the Homicide Victims Support Group, 28-year-old Jonty Bush has risen from her own personal tragedy to help others. 7 years ago, Jonty's sister was murdered, and only 4 months later, her father was brutally attacked.
When I walked into the hospital room and saw his face bruised, that was the first time I realised that someone had put in there.
I spent time with her down at the hospital when they made the decision, obviously, to turn off the life support.
Jonty's world was shaken to its core when her father's killer walked free.
I may have had grief, and I might have had loss, and I might have had sorrow, and I might have had anger, but I still had hope. After the acquittal, you lose that. You lose the only thing that's got you hanging in there.
Jonty finally found a reason to go on when she began volunteering to help other homicide victims and set up the One Punch Can Kill campaign.
She is a person who helps others in their darkest hours to get over their traumas as best they can, to help them cope with day-to-day responsibilities.
Jonty is able to bring to that work a degree of empathy and understanding that is beyond her years in terms of life experience.
They're coming down on...
Amongst the hundreds Jonty has helped, the Lee family needed her support when Nigel Lee was punched at a taxi rank, only to die moments later.
A brief flurry of punches and kicks left the 31-year-old bar manager dead.
It's so senseless. Just over a taxi.
My brother was the nicest guy you could ever meet.
Well, she was always there. Whenever, if ever you needed any help, you just ring her up, and she was always prepared to talk to you regardless of how busy she was.
She was incredibly sensitive. She had amazing insight into where we were at. She was very kind. I immediately started to call her an angel. She just had that aura about her. If we hadn't met her, I think we would be incredibly bitter and disenchanted and just disempowered completely.
So the One Punch Can Kill campaign was really born from a few families' experiences where they, in quite rapid succession, we had a few acquittals in Brisbane. Again, from the accident defence, from the concept that one punch wouldn't kill, that the jury had accepted that the offender could not have foreseen what was going to happen and in fact should not be held criminally responsible. So the idea then emerged that could we create community education? If we can educate the 12 jurors in a room that one punch can kill, then they will never acquit again. They will always convict. So we can bypass the laws and we can target the community. The media really latched on to the One Punch Can Kill wording. Judges started to use it. It started to come up in people's everyday vernacular, and I think that's when we knew we were onto something, that it was obviously something people identified with.
She's a dynamic individual, an extraordinary young woman, really. She has a breadth of maturity well beyond her years.
She's going to make a huge difference to many people in her lifetime, and it's been a privilege from my point of view personally and from the government's to have been involved with her and to know her.
I think her courage and her wisdom are just amazing.
What she's achieved now is only the drop in the ocean of what she will moving forward.